Okay, welcome to Tonebar. Alright, today what we're going to do is we're going to change the strings on this John Lennon Epiphone 160. It's a EJ-160E. It's got a pickup in it. As you know, these Epiphone acoustic electrics, they require electric guitar strings because of the pickup. You put phosphorus on here, the pickup won't pick it up. It's just one of those import. It's got a solid spruce top. Epiphone. Got the big headstock. This one I got at a guitar show a long time ago, and if you'll notice the little, we're in the circle there with a light, it was marked used or second or something, so that doesn't bother anything. That's the way I got it. This guitar never been set up or nothing. I've had it for years because I like the Beatles stuff. Okay, but today we're gonna, and this has got a tone bar in it. Okay, no pins. Now the other video we just did yesterday, we proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that the tone bar prevents string breakage. Now, this is what the guitar sounds like with electric strings on it. These are 52 to 11s. GHS electric strings. So what we're going to do, we're going to undo the strings and we're going to save them. Because with a tone bar you can save strings because it doesn't tear the ball end up. Okay? So now, bear with me. If you don't want to watch it, just fast forward through it. So we're going to change the strings. Like I've told you before in other videos, the method of putting strings on an acoustic guitar has not changed in 180 years till now. The new patent 11798-519 was issued October of 1923. Here we are in March 24. I've been in contact with several people. Nobody's gotten back with me yet, like string manufacturers or guitar manufacturers. Martin is looking at it, their crew's looking at it, but I haven't heard nothing back. Sweetwater said they were looking at it. I haven't heard nothing back from them. So we're going to keep trying. While I'm doing this, I haven't asked this of everybody. What I'd like to do, if you watch this video, please share it. Tell somebody about it. I need somebody to get this to the people that can make this what it needs to be is in every new guitar. I'm just one guy in the basement of his own house. trying to make this happen, and it's hard without any proper, you know. I just got numbers. When I call people, they just say, "Yeah, we'll look at it," and then boom, that's all that happens. All right, we're at the point now. We're gonna see how you can change strings on an acoustic guitar and save them. Okay, so you just unwrap them like you normally would. Now the trick here is we're going to use our little block again, our little wooden block with a hole in it. See that? It's just a little wooden block with a hole in it. Got one on both ends. The trick is not to mar the tone bar, not to mar it. So we're going to use the same tone bar, and then we're going to change the strings. Okay, so I've got my little sticker here. I don't know if this had a sticker on it or not, but I'm going to put one on it when I pull it out. So if you notice, you just unwrap the strings. We don't have to beat, pull, bang, drill, or nothing to get the strings out. We're just going to, the tone bar just drops down. See that? This drops down. And you pull it out. I'm going to put my little sticker on here. Okay. Now, if you'll notice, let's pull them all the way out. The string ends aren't molested here at the bottom where they wrap around the ball end. They're all. The beauty of the tone bar is the string gets pulled straight up through the hole without bending the ball end. That's where the breakage comes. Right here at the end where you're bending the ball end. Right there where it wraps around, that's the most fragile part. Up here where it's wrapped, you know, after it's wound, and all the strings are lined up like they were wound on the machine that they were made on. Now, how you get them off here once you get them on here? Just do it in reverse. You just take your little wooden block, and you put it on the tone bar and just bend it back to 45. And the reason you do that, to bend it up, is you're trying to get just bend it back to 45, and then all the strings just slide off. Look at how easy is that? Come on. They just slide off. They're not broke. They're not bent. Now, when you put them back in there, I'm going to use the same tone bar. This tone bar has been in this guitar for a year or so. Put the patent number on it. Okay, so now we got all the ball ends off the strings. All our strings just come out. We can put these back on if we need to have a situation where we need to put our electric strings back on there, but all the strings are not bent up on the ends. See right here, on this one right here, see where that little loop is? That's where the pins bend the string, and that's where the breakage happens, right here at the end of the ball, right here where the ball end, where the strings wrap, the core wraps around the ball end. That's where the breakage happens, and pins cause that. You cause that when you put the pins in there. Now we're gonna set these aside, put them in the guitar case. We need to have electric strings, but this is a really nice guitar with a solid spruce top, and we're gonna put a set of, again, I like the GHS Bright Bronze, the 12s, the 54s, brand new set. And we're going to install these and see what this guitar sounds like. And another install video. I can't emphasize this enough. It doesn't take that long. Okay, so we got our E string. Stick it down in the hole. Pull it up. Slide it on the tone bar, or slide the string on the tone bar. Okay, this is really faster than changing strings with pins, because you got to mess with the pins. Pull the string out of the way. You got wires down here. See, these guitars with these pickups on them don't have wires in there. Slide it on there. It's real easy. Like I said, the tolerance on the inside, the tone bar is just a few thousandths smaller than the ball end of the string. Just line them up. See how easy that is? Much easier than changing strings with a bunch of pins. You fool them with the pins and they get broke, and some of them don't go down in there far enough. Slide them on there. Number 12, number 6, number 12. Just undo it. Stick it down in there. Slide it on. Now, the trick again, with all your strings on there, you just take our little tool here, the hole in it, and you just hold the tone bar, slide it on the tone bar, and just bend it up to 90. And like I said, the tolerance is so it keeps the strings from sliding off, and then you got a nightmare with this method, and the way the tone bar is configured, are just kind of space them out. Now that's the proper way to hold it, and then just kind of space them out, kind of match them up to the holes in your guitar bridge, and pull them up like a ponytail. Okay. Like I said, they just kind of magically just line up. This one's doing pretty good. All right. Now, like I said, I take the D string, the one in the middle, and wind it up first. That locks the tone bar into the bridge plate, and then it won't move after that. Now there's one more thing I want to emphasize here when I get the string wound up. You want to wind your strings all the way down to the bottom of the tuning head. Now, one thing I want to emphasize here is you want all the ball ends lining up. You don't want the edge of the ball end. Hang on a minute. Take this bracelet off. You want all your ball ends to be clear of the sides of the holes. Let's show you here on this. Okay. Now what you want to do, you want to make sure that all of the ball ends are in the middle of the hole. You see that? In the middle of the hole. And then you want an equal amount of distance from the end ball end to the end of the tone bar. Now what you're going to notice is you want the same space on this side, as the space between the strings. So you got this much area the same as this area. This area here gives you the sonic coupling on the bridge. Without the strings in place, it's easier to see it on this. So you want the tone bar to go past the hole in here. So each space between the hole is the same distance as the space on the outside of the hole. So you get full contact along the bridge plate. And that's where you get your better tone at. And you can feel it. It's almost a, and you'll be able, if your tone bars on there correct, you'll be able to move each little ball in just slightly, touching each side of that hole. Okay, so we got her lined up properly. Let's continue with the wrapping. Do you call it wrapping or do you call it two-pocking? I'm not sure. You could do that if you wanted to. I'm gonna two-pock my strings up. All right, line them up. It's so much easier than using the pins. You know, drop them. They're not in the way. Your strings don't slip. How many times you tuned your acoustic guitar up and you're and you're, there we go. The guitar, your pins slip, the ball end is slipping, to tighten itself, to bend the little end up on to wiggle its way up there to the bridge plate, which it doesn't do nothing. The pin is just in the way to keep the string from flying out of the hole. But this method, the strings are forcing the tone bar into the bridge plate and forcing the top of the guitar to vibrate better. That's what you're after. You're after the strings are there to activate the bridge plate. All your strings stay in place. They're not flopping around, you know, picking up pins off the floor. like I said, please share this video, subscribe if you feel like it, but tell somebody about it. If you're one of the 100 people that's bought them on eBay, tell your neighbor. Go to when you go somewhere and you see somebody with an acoustic guitar with pins in them, say, hey man, there's a better method out there. Alright. These should be in every new guitar that you get. With like pins, you don't have to. I've never broken a tone bar. I've never broken a string. These things, when you buy one, they're cost about the same as a set of pins. And I've said this 100 times. You could put plastic pins. You can put ebony pins. You could have diamond pins in there, brass pins, whatever material you would choose or can envision for some pins to try to get your guitar to sound better. It ain't happening because the pins don't do nothing. The pins just keep the string from flying out. The tone bar actually engages the bridge plate and makes the guitar sound better. There's not a material in the world that pins can be made out of to make it sound better. This is where it's at. Alright, we're almost there. And I've got 9 subscribers. I need 1,009. I need 100,009. But even if you don't share it, if you're in the biz, stretch them out a little bit, like you're supposed to. But here you get no string slippage. There's no string slippage with the tone bar. The strings are locked in there like they were. Alright, stretch them again. You're getting them close. The strings will stretch, but once you put a tone bar on there, you don't have as much of that. Keep tuning it. It stretches the strings properly the first time. You don't have to wait a week for your strings to settle down. They settle down right away. So this is one more little check. Okay, that should be in tune. You see me take the strings off? Sounds good. An Epiphone. EJ-160E with a set of acoustic strings on it. We saved the electric strings. We can put them back on because the tone bar doesn't mar and tear up the ball ends. Okay. Here's the tone bar we took out of the guitar yesterday. The only bend in the strings is where it goes over the bridge. Okay. So there you have it. Better tone. No string breakage. No string slippage. Just enjoy your guitar with a tone bar. Thanks for watching.